Restrictions in South Mumbai for parade. Army rejects Rahul Gandhi's Agniveer claim. Rahul claimed no compensation for Agniveer's family. Army says family has already been paid 98.39 lakh. In the Hathras stampede, 2 days have passed. 0 arrests have been made. Police visited Godman's ashram. No trace of Bole Baba yet. 3-member judicial panel formed focus on whether it was a conspiracy or an accident. Hemant Soren set to return as Jharkhand CM. Champai Soren steps down as Chief Minister. BJP versus JMM spar over Soren's return. BJP says senior leaders like Champai have no future in JMM. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu meets PM Modi. First meeting between Naidu and Modi after CM's oath. In Assam, floods, over 16 lakh people affected, 8 dead in last 24 hours. Flood situation remains grim. Millions to vote in UK's general elections today. Rishi Sunak 2.0 or return of Labour remains the question. Labour forecast to knock out Conservatives. Labour on course for historic landslide victory.
It's celebration time in India. It feels like Diwali has come for a second time in the year. Team India, having won the World Cup, returned home this morning from Barbados. The team has been displaying its silverware along the streets of New Delhi. Some pretty special pictures we have been getting of Team India there on your screen. Rohit Sharma, he celebrated with the hotel, with the officials in the hotel that housed Team India by cutting the cake, and so did Rahul Dravid and Virat Kohli. There have been pictures coming along the way. In fact, a social media team of the BCCI has been traveling with the team. They also got us this video from behind the scenes. Take a look.
Please come. Welcome home, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Right? There you go. Relax. Relax.
Harshdeep, those are pretty special pictures of Team India, isn't it?
Please come.
Right, Rika, and not just the Indian cricketers, but even I feel like that this is the time to celebrate, go out and enjoy the sweet victory that Indian cricket team has brought home. Now, Rika, just few moments from now, Prime Minister will be meeting the players at the residence. But before that, let's also talk about the time when last year World Cup defeat, India tasted World Cup defeat, but Prime Minister went inside the stadium, went inside the dressing room of the players. Held both Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli's hand. That was also a very special moment when the Prime Minister was there to lifting the morale of the cricket team.
Well, you see, it is very important for the entire ecosystem to be involved in the success of the team and invested in the team's success, in the team's progress. It was a significant moment, I would say, even though Indian team did not go on to cross the finish line. It had the support of the ecosystem, and probably that's what Prime Minister was there to convey it to the captain and to the team members. And with the support they had, they were able to cross the finish line this time around. And it's not just the Indian cricket team, but several other athletes will tell you the kind of success, that the kind of support that they have got from the Prime Minister and his team following each levels of success that they have attained has been very encouraging, and that has actually boosted their morale. That has basically encouraged them to go that extra mile the next time around. It is actually a day for the Prime Minister when he is going to be meeting several rounds of athletes. Starts with the Indian cricket team. Later in the day, he will be meeting some of the Paris-bound athletes as well. So, it really goes on to show the importance sports has in the ecosystem now. With the government, you wouldn't hear some time ago athletes winning medals going and meeting the Prime Minister. We have the other picture that we can think of of a victorious team having met another head of the state in India is the 1983 team meeting Indira Gandhi. Since then, we haven't really seen too many heads of state interact with victorious teams, but Narendra Modi does that on a regular basis, and the players and the ecosystem thinks it is a big encouragement for them to take their performances a notch further because of the encouragement coming through.
Rightly so, Rika, and this has been the focus of the Narendra Modi government, that giving Josh to the Yuva Shakti and opening news fairs in the sports industry is what one focus of the Modi government has been. And let's also talk about, what a nail-biting match it was. The World Cup moment when India had the catch in their hand and the match was set. Let's also talk about that important catch that was made by Surya Kumar Yadav.
Yes, those were the moments in the match that, stay with fans, that stay with the team forever. There was a point, it seemed like, that the South Africans had closed out the match when Auric Classel was batting, and India and South Africa needed 30 runs in 30 balls. It almost seemed like that they had the match in their hands. But then in the last couple of overs, things turned spectacularly. He got out, Bumrah set up his wicket, he got out, and then Arshdeep Singh bowled a fantastic over. We will have to give a lot of credit to the youngsters in the Indian cricket team for having fashioned this victory, particularly Arshdeep Singh, who's the highest wicket taker for India in this edition of the World Cup. You spoke about that catch of Surya Kumar Yadav, which is seen as the turning point in the match because it got David Miller, it sent back David Miller. Surya Kumar Yadav is being spoken about, hailed as a hero on one side, villain on the other. But yes, that was the catch which was the turning point in the match and finally spelled doom for South Africa. That was sniffing victory. India in fact snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. BCCI in fact have been sending us these pretty special visuals. These are behind the scene visuals. Take a look at what has coming to us right now. Was sent to us by BCCI. We have guests at this hour, Gautam Bhattacharya and Rakesh Rao, both senior journalists. Rakesh, I'll come to you and really want to know, you are a storyteller. Tell us a little bit about why this story, the story of this team will be etched in the minds of the fans for a very long time. What makes the story of this particular Team India stand out?
Well, first of all, Rika, for me, if you just look back at the last triumph, which was 2007, now the generation which went to vote in 2024 were probably 1 year old when this thing happened. So for them, they have seen IPL from 2008. So for them, seeing a format where every summer vacations, instead of going to their, grandparents' home or not, they would still be keeping track of IPL. So they have grown on this dope called IPL, the 20 over stuff. Now to see India win that for the first time, that itself is so special for them. Because for them, 50 over is a bit too slow. Test match is not their kind of stuff. But T20 is what they relate with. They can actually relate to the kind of excitement which they experience every year. So to actually see the national team win and the way they did, I think that really worked. And also this time, I think for the first time, be it 83, 2007, 2011, and then of course now in 2024, the emotional quotient which I see is huge. I could never imagine that people getting emotional. It had very little to do with the retirement of Rohit and all. That happened later. I'm saying the way we won it, Pakistan, a close game, then again, this one. So a lot of things are going to be remembered and recalled and rejoiced for a lifetime. Now, it is quite possible that we are going to win this at more regular intervals, but this being, like an ICC event, an ICC tournament for India, say after a gap of 11 years, that also adds to it. But then, if it happens at regular intervals, probably we may not see that kind of a euphoria which we are seeing right now on this day. But yes, with time, we will get used to it. But this is the time for this particular generation, which is going to remember this as their first triumph. I'm talking about those who just turned 18. Now, for them, this is going to be very special because they are the ones who form the majority of your fan base, be it school, college, whatever. They are the ones who make it a talking point everywhere. They are the ones who are so active on Instagram, social media platforms, and so on and so forth. So for them, this is going to be very, very special.
Gautam, let me come to you and ask you about, this moment. How, as it happened, I mean, there are so many fans who've been, once they won the cup, they have been singing that English anthem, "It's Coming Home." But this time around, it was not jinxed. It did come home, though it took 3 days. It took 3 days time to come home. It has now come home. But tell us, what would it take really for it to come home on a more regular basis, for India to become as invincible as Australia?
Well, if you look at the way India's performance in this World Cups, which we have failed to win, I mean, they have been consistently hitting the semi-finals, final twice, and that was not enough. I mean, that is a factor which has made this victory so doubly sweet. The other thing is, there was this criticism that ever since the IPL started, India have not been able to win a single T20 World Cup. I mean, how come? I mean, that is a kind of, stigma which seem to stick around the Indian team, much like the way, in England, you have got the Premier League, which is arguably the best league in the world, but England doesn't get to win any FIFA or Euro so far after that 66.
That's so ironic, isn't it?
Right. So, now that has gone. The sense of relief across everybody's faces. I mean, if you look at Rohit, I mean, he has been particularly elated and over the moon. I mean, maybe that mental barrier has been broken somewhere down the line, that that jinx of the knockout matches. So come the next edition in 2026, once again there will be a lot of expectations. It's the expectations which is a bit of a, it hurts the team both ways. I mean, while it makes them favorites, at the same time pressure is too much. So the two T20 World Cups which we have won, one was in South Africa, now one is in West Indies. So the question can be, are they being able to operate in a more relaxed frame of mind when they're outside the country? And that question also comes up. But definitely, at this point, it's going to be a huge boost to the, the expectations as far as success in T20 is concerned. And it also gives a boost to the T20 cricket variety in general. And, it continues to push, the 50 overs, maybe as it is, it finds itself a bit sandwiched. It starts to question its relevance all over again.
Rakesh, there's a fan question that I have at the moment, and it is about the silverware, and he's asking whether the Indian cricket team has brought home the replica and the original copy remains with the ICC in their headquarters in Dubai. Would you like to answer that question?
Well, I think this is the original.
Okay.
I've not heard of any other replica so far, because normally what they do is that the original trophy is given to you for the first time, and then if at all a replica has to be given, that is to be placed in your the board's headquarters or like whatever. But the original is handed over to you, at least for keeps for a bit, if it is a rolling trophy. I still haven't heard right from the first till now if the ICC has something called the rolling trophy. It is normally a trophy which is for keeps.
Interesting. So I think the fan who asked the question has his answer. Let me also go over to my colleague Osama Shah, who is standing outside the Prime Minister's residence, and the team is inside right now meeting the Prime Minister. Osama, tell us what is the vibe that you are picking up outside the Prime Minister's residence at the moment?
Well, the vibe here is it's pretty normal outside here, because obviously because of the kind of security that is present outside the Prime Minister's residence. There is a lot of restrictions as to where how close we can go near the Prime Minister's house. But apart from all of that, apart from all the security measures that have been taken, apart from all of the security that is present here, the most important part is the meeting that is happening, the felicitation ceremony that is happening inside the Prime Minister's house. Remember, it has been a tradition throughout India's sporting history that every time there is a big achievement by the team or individuals, they ultimately do end up meeting the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister felicitating them. And this has been a tradition throughout. And remember, the last time the Prime Minister met the team, it was on a sadder note when Team India lost in the final of the ODI World Cup. And Prime Minister went inside the dressing room. He consoled all the players and gave his time to the players and tried to console them after that really heartbreaking loss that we suffered in that final on the 19th of November. But today it's a completely different scenario. It's a completely different pictures. There are jubilant. These are jubilant players, excited players. These players who have triumphed in West Indies, brought home the World Cup, a World Cup that India has been waiting for a very, very long time. It had been almost a 13-14 year wait since we last won a World Cup, and that was in 2011. The last ICC trophy that we won was in 2013. So obviously it has been a long wait, and right now, the Prime Minister is meeting the players. There is going to be a felicitation ceremony. There's also going to be a photo op that is going to happen inside the Prime Minister's residence. And once that is over, Then the players, they're going to leave and they're going to go first to the hotel. The ITC Moria, there, where the players have, basically, it's a pit stop for the players before they move back to Mumbai, where a huge open bus parade, a victory parade is lined up. And that is obviously something that we are really looking forward to, because the last time it happened was in 2011, and we saw the kind of crowd that turned up in the last World Cup in 2011, and we are expecting the similar euphoria among the crowd, and the same number of people or even more to be present outside the Wankhede Stadium, right from Nariman Point till the Wankhede Stadium. That place is going to be jam-packed. As far as this place is concerned, well, it is not exactly jam-packed here, but obviously there have been a lot of people who have been coming here, a lot of fans who have been following the team from the airport to the hotel, from the ITC Moria to the Prime Minister's residence, and these players have been really associated with the team in the sense that this is a victory that they want to celebrate with the team. And they're hoping that once this meeting is over, once the felicitation and the photo op with the Prime Minister is over, the team is going to go back to the hotel, and they might even get a glimpse of their favorite players. We saw the likes of Hardik Pandya and Ravindra Jadeja, the outgoing coach Rahul Dravid. We saw Virat Kohli, we saw Arshdeep, and everyone there, all the players themselves, they also looked very upbeat. They also looked, despite the fact that they have travelled for over 24 hours, they have been stuck in Barbados for 2 days. There is no sign of fatigue. There is no sign of fatigue on the face of these players, and this is probably the adrenaline that is keeping them awake, that is keeping them active. And we saw there have been footage of the players once they came to the hotel. A lot of these players, they were dancing outside the hotel. So that's the kind of euphoria that the fans obviously have that, but it's also the players who are celebrating, and that celebration has gone on since the time India lifted that World Cup, and it has been continuing.
It's been an emotionally...
that will continue till that big open bus parade that...
Right, it's been an emotionally charged week for Team India, winning the World Cup, bidding farewell to 3 of their heroes, I would say, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and Ravindra Jadeja from T20 version of the game, and more importantly, Rahul Dravid, who was with the team for one last time as the coach of the Indian cricket team. And when his speech, his departure speech, is something that is being heard on a loop now. It has gone viral. Let's listen into what he had to tell Team India as he finished his last assignment.
Thank you to everyone for making me a part of what is an incredible memory. I think all of you will remember these moments, right? I think, like we always say, it's not about the runs, it's not about the wickets. You'll never remember your career, but you'll remember moments like this. So let's really enjoy it. I could not be more prouder of you guys. Just like to say, Ro, thank you very much for making that call to me in November and asking me to continue. I think it's been such a privilege and a pleasure to work with each and every one of you, but also to Ro, thanks for the time. I know as a captain and a coach, there's a lot of times we have to chat, we have to discuss, we have to agree, we have to disagree at times, but thank you so very much. I think, you know, it's been brilliant to get to know each and every one of you as a person, and yeah, I think it's your moment, guys. It's your moment. Remember it, it's not about any individual, it's about a team. We won this as a team. We did everything that we did for the last 1 month as a team. It's about all of us. Thank you. Very well done. Could not be proud. Let's party. Let's really enjoy this. Okay? Yeah.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पर डिपेंड करता है। आज ही जाइए पैसाबाजार.com पर और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत किसी को भी कभी भी पड़ सकती है।
चल एक्टिंग थोड़ा भेल बनो।
पैसाबाजार.com।
The biggest democratic exercise in the world. Team NDTV covers it from ground zero.
BJP really had to fight a tough election this time.
Unprecedented exercise.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने ये देश के विकास
Unmatched coverage.
There is no dispute. जनता को decide करना है.
From polling to counting, NDTV brought you the most trustworthy news and updates.
Welcome back. We are continuing to bring in live coverage of the Indian cricket team touching down in the capital after their sensational win of the T20 World Cup, which they achieved last weekend. In fact, Saturday night. Since then, they had been caught up in Barbados due to Cyclone Beryl. They are now back home amid celebrations, felicitations. There's lots lined up today. Right now, they are meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It has been a pretty emotional week for a lot of the Indian cricketers. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Ravindra Jadeja calling it quits from T20 internationals after the win. They will not be seen as a part of the T20 setup anymore. Also, Rahul Dravid was there with Team India on his final assignment. The team won the cup, and a lot of them had been saying that they are doing it for Dravid. So Dravid said that they shouldn't be doing it for one man. They should do it because it needs to be done. Last time around at the World Cup, India failed to cross the finish line, losing to Australia in the final of the 50-over World Cup. But this time, there were no slips, even though it looked like at one stage South Africa will run away with a win, but Team India was able to snatch a victory from the jaws of defeat. BCCI social media team has been sending us pictures from behind the scenes, what is happening in the bus, what is happening in the tarmac. These are pictures of Captain Rohit Sharma inside the bus as the bus made its way from the airport to the hotel. Let's also listen into what he had to say while addressing the team.
Yeah, the feeling actually is surreal. I would still say it hasn't sunk in totally. It's been a great moment, right from when the game got over till now. It feels like a dream. We still feel that it hasn't happened, although it has happened, but it feels like it hasn't happened. That's the emotion, that's the feeling that you have. We've dreamt about this for such a long period of time. We worked hard as a unit for such a long period of time, and to see this now with us feels quite, relieved as well, because when you work hard for something and you eventually get it at the end, it feels really, really nice. Last night, we were having a good time. We had a blast with the teammates till very early morning. So again, I would say I didn't sleep properly, but that's absolutely fine by me. Not to have sleeps after a day like that, I am totally fine. There is a lot of time for me to go back home and sleep, so I'm going to catch up on that. But again, like I said, this moment was very, very special for all of us. And I want to live it. I want to live each moment, each second, each minute that is passing by. I want to make the most of it. See, those things are actually not, I don't think I can describe that because nothing was scripted. It was all, whatever was coming instinctively, I was feeling the moment. When I went to the pitch, because that pitch gave us this. We played on that particular pitch and we won the game, that particular ground as well. I will remember that ground forever in my life. And that pitch as well. So I wanted to have a piece of it with me. So yeah, those moments are very, very special. And the place where all our dreams came true, I wanted something of it. So that was the feeling behind it.
Now that was the moment when Rohit Sharma in his captaincy has made India proud and has made India lift the World Cup trophy. And Rika, if I can ask you about the captaincy of Rohit Sharma. You know, many doubted that Rohit Sharma will be able to get the trophy home. But finally he has managed, and he also said that it is not about today, but the hard work that goes behind getting a World Cup trophy dates back to years and years of hard work. And many in the team, there were also rumors that he has clashes with Hardik Pandya. Virat Kohli was also unhappy about it. But despite that, the team overcame many challenges, and Rohit Sharma's captaincy has been ideal right after just winning the World Cup.
Aditi, let me tell you, when they were boarding the aircraft for West Indies, for US, I would say, even before they reached West Indies for the World Cup, Virat Kohli had told Rohit Sharma, this time hum ja rahe hai, trophy jeet ke aayenge. So together, the boys were on a mission to win the World Cup. Whatever would have happened in the past, they buried it, they laid it to bed. We do not know if there were differences between Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. The rumor mills were working overtime, but whatever we saw of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, it was a story of bromance. Of course, there were stories again about Hardik Pandya that we've heard that Rohit Sharma wasn't very happy on having been scrapped from the Mumbai captaincy. Mumbai guys very suddenly decided to appoint Hardik Pandya as the captain. All of those happened in the last few months, and Rohit Sharma's resolve probably became stronger and stronger. I wouldn't say it was any less stronger when they went in for the 50-over World Cup campaign. But in the last 7 months, Rohit Sharma absolutely, with all grains in his body, wanted to get this cup. There was never a doubt about his captaincy. There was never a doubt about his team. But it was just the rub of the green had to go their way, and it went this time around. I'm also joined by my colleague Osama Shah from outside the Prime Minister's residence, and he has a guest with him to get us what is happening from outside the PM's house.
Right, and you know, our reporter and we also have guests on the broadcast with us. But first, before going to the guests, we also have Osama Shah reporting live outside from the PM's residence. Osama, if I can come to you, the Prime Minister will be in just a few minutes from now on, will be meeting the team India, and the bus has reached. What's happening at the Prime Minister's residence?
Well, so the team is already inside. They are probably meeting the Prime Minister at this moment. There is a felicitation ceremony that has been planned for the players, for the team and the support staff. Apart from that, there is also going to be a photo op that is going to happen inside, and it is just a matter of time from now that these players are going to get free and then leave. But I was listening to that conversation regarding Rohit Sharma, Aditi and Rika, and we were talking to a couple of fans outside the airport when the team was about to arrive. And there was a mixed bag of emotions there among the fans. On one side, there was a lot of euphoria, there was a lot of excitement, there was a lot of in a way, they were very relaxed that India has finally won the World Cup. But there is also this side of the conversation where these people were basically mentioning that, look, we had to sacrifice at least 3 players to win that World Cup. And they were referring to Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and Ravindra Jadeja. And while we were having that conversation with those fans, a lot of these fans said that more than anyone, it is the good guys of Indian team, the good guys of world cricket, Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid, who probably deserved that trophy more than anyone else. And that is the general perception among all the fans as well, because we have seen so many heartbreaks in the recent past, and we have played tremendous cricket and then faltered at the last hurdle from losing 2 finals in the last 2 years, and then to come and give the same kind of performance in this T20 World Cup where we remained unbeaten. And it was interesting because in the final it did come to a point where things weren't really going India's way, but then it was the sheer persistence of the players as a team, as a group, and obviously the captaincy of Rohit Sharma that basically helped India cross over the line. So a lot of conversation about Rohit Sharma, about Virat Kohli and Ravindra Jadeja, about them not being a part of the T20 format. But at the same time, there is also a sense of positivity among the fans with regard to the kind of talent that Indian cricket has at the moment. And they were obviously referring to the likes of Rinku Singh and Shivam Dubey and Yashasvi Jaiswal and all of these players who have been a part of the India setup. But now it does look like that they are ultimately going to be the permanent members of that squad. And that is the beauty of cricket in India and the way it has developed in the last 10-15 years from 2007 when India went into that World Cup as an underdog to 2024 where we were the favourites to win the World Cup. It has been a long journey, but at the same time it also gives you a sense of how Indian cricket has progressed. And as far as the Team India is concerned, the Team India members, they are inside the Prime Minister's residence at this time. They are meeting the Prime Minister. There is obviously going to be a conversation, a happy conversation, I must add. Remember the last time when Prime Minister went into the dressing room, it was in 2023. He did console the players. He did give them give them a word of appreciation for the kind of performance that they had put in that World Cup. But this time it is going to be different. It is going to be a celebration, and in just a short while from now that felicitation is going to happen, that photo op is going to happen, and once that is done they will be back to the hotel from where they'll be preparing for that journey to Mumbai. And once they land there, that is going to be euphoric, because the fans, from what we know at this point, the fans have already started to gather outside the Wankhede Stadium. That entire stretch from Nariman Point to that golden necklace that is the Marine Drive road. That entire stretch is going to be jam-packed, because everyone wants to get a glimpse of their superheroes, their champions, and especially for the likes of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and Ravindra Jadeja, who won't be a part of the T20 World Cup squad. So watching them lift that trophy, probably getting to interact with them, waving at them, maybe getting a wave back from them. It is going to be a euphoric scene. It is going to be euphoric scenes outside the Wankhede Stadium, and from what we can tell you right now is that all preparations have been done. The felicitation at the Wankhede Stadium is also going to happen post that victory parade, and that is going to go on till at least 8-9 in the evening.
Right, Osama, and we also have guests joining us on the broadcast, Gautam Bhattacharya and Rakesh Rao, both senior journalists. Rakesh, if I can come to you first, let's talk about the coach, Rahul Dravid. He has lifted the World Cup, has scripted history, and this will be remembered forever.
Yeah, certainly. See, his role has been, something which a lot of people cannot even imagine. I mean, he's the kind of influence on the team, which, of course, you have a few, like older guys there, but a lot of youngsters are around. And I have seen him from the days, of course, his playing days apart, when he started coaching the India under-19 team. Then, of course, India A, and then, of course, now the Indian team. He has come through the rung. He knows how to deal with these young, impetuous brains, how they work, and he has been extremely calm. And I think he, along with Vikram as the coach, and of course Paras Mamre, all these people put together, I think together, I mean individually and collectively, the kind of inputs that these guys have given to these youngsters in particular, that has to be remembered. And also the fact that he brings in a lot to the table. What he does is that because he reads a lot, he in fact, I remember once he was carrying a book which was written by a baseball coach. So out of curiosity, I happened to ask him, I said, why this? He said, I want to know that in different sports, what they do once the boys get back. That means he knew how to, what to say when the team is not doing well. And it is not just about one sport. It is all about psychology. And that is what I think he did. He worked between the ears of these guys and gave them the kind of encouragement which they needed when they were down. And especially the sort of person that he is a perfectionist. He's very particular about what he says, and how he sounds. So this has been his, what should I say, his character, his nature, that's his way of being. So all these, points have actually helped Team India because you've had a coach who's so sorted, who's so mature, and he shares a lot, and his experiences have been great. He has been a top order guy, but besides that, he's been a reluctant wicketkeeper. So he also knows the kind of challenges that the Indian team faces when you have people who are made to do something which they are not very comfortable doing. But Rahul brings in a lot more than just another coach. So I'm so glad that the board could convince him, Rohit could convince him to continue until 2024. And we have also seen that he's leaving the stage on a high.
Rakesh, Rika here, perhaps above everything else, what the boys would have learned from Rahul Dravid is the act of selflessness. Rahul Dravid becoming the Indian wicketkeeper in his prime was not because he wanted to become a wicketkeeper, was because the team needed him to become the wicketkeeper. And that act of selflessness is perhaps something Indian cricket team would have learned. And as Aditi you asked about Rahul Dravid, I have to tell you that today he is the most sought after jobless man in Indian cricket team.
Right, Rika, and this has been a rolling coverage, and thank you everyone for joining us, Gautam, Rakesh Rao and others, Osama as well. But we will be slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. News and updates on the other side.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। तो आज ही अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक करें फ्री में पैसाबाजार.com पर। लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है।
ठीक से एक्टिंग नहीं।
पैसाबाजार.com।
Friends, it's time now to move into my personal favorite section, which is called Ask TG, and it's for a reason क्योंकि आप मुझसे सवाल पूछते हैं and I get back to you with full details on all your questions. Let's see the kind of questions we have for this week's episode. You know, it's very easy, it's very convenient, and अगर आपके पास में 2 अलग-अलग phones हैं, essentially I carry 2 phones और मैं यही करता हूँ so that both my WhatsApp accounts are on both the phones, which is very simple. आप केवल you can utilize the option of linking a device, and if you link another device to your main account, essentially you have same WhatsApp 2 अलग-अलग phones पे. मैं ये करता हूँ so that for example if I'm moving out and I don't want to carry both the phones, अगर मैं एक फ़ोन लेके बाहर जाता हूँ, it still has access to both my WhatsApp accounts. बड़ा easy है, you can use link a device feature, you can add an account, quite easy, quite useful and quite a lifesaver I would say कि अगर एक फ़ोन की बैटरी भी लो हो जाए, still that WhatsApp won't turn off. See, it all depends on what exactly you want. If you want a full-fledged Windows machine which gives you this convertible kind of an experience, Surface Pro is a good device. But अभी अगर आप 9 लेंगे, I would say better wait for 10 to be available because वो बहुत जल्दी आने वाला है. So 9 को आए हुए थोड़ा time हो गया है. So better you go with the Surface Pro 10.
Now let's talk about the scheme, the Agnipath scheme that has been in the controversy after Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, has been attacking the centre over the scheme. Now what Rahul Gandhi claims is that the Agnipath scheme doesn't give compensation to the Agniveers. But even Defence Minister Rajnath Singh in the House countered Rahul Gandhi, and now the army has come out and said that the last rites were carried out with full military honours. Of the total amount due, family of Agniveer Ajay Kumar has already been paid 98 lakhs, ex gratia and other benefits amounting to approximately 67 lakhs as applicable, and according to the provisions of the Agnipath scheme, Agniveer scheme will be paid. So army has clarified that what Rahul Gandhi has been claiming, that Agnipath scheme is not giving any benefits to Agniveers, has been countered by Army, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and others in the Modi cabinet. We also have Gurpreet now joining us on the broadcast. Gurpreet, Rahul Gandhi has said that there is no compensation for Agniveers, but Army has said that the compensation is being paid and the final amount will also be paid.
Well, we have seen a huge controversy has been erupted over the statement which has been issued by Rahul Gandhi, and after that we have seen the Defence Minister has already given clarification. We are reporting from Rampura Sardara village where the family lives here, and the Congress leaders, he is with us, so we will also talk to him. So a lot of statement which has been given, a lot of controversy has already been erupted. How do you see, because Defence Minister has already made it very clear, amount has already been given to the family members?
I think that statement is completely incorrect, and as you know that our leader Shri Rahul Gandhi ji has raised this in the parliament. And first of all, the issue is that there are 2 kinds of Shaheed Modi has created in this country. One are Agniveer Shaheed and one are the regular army Shaheeds. So why this disparity? There is no pension for the family of Agniveer Shaheed, there is no medical benefit for the family of Agniveer Shaheed, there is no canteen facility for the family of Agniveer Shaheed. If you see, as a normal soldier, all the facilities that they get nothing here. And apart from that, I think the whole question about compensation, if you and I have an accident and we have a bank insurance, we will get some compensation from it, no? So what they have got is that compensation and a compensation from the state government, but the ex gratia amount has not been paid to that, and that's very clear. So it's a bank.
So we have a family members also, the father of that martyr, he is with us, so we will talk. तो क्या पैसे मिले हैं कि नहीं मिले हैं? That is first question.
पहले पैसे की बात है ही नहीं, स्कीम बंद करने की बात है, और पैसे आप क्लियरली पूछे कितने किसने
तो कितने पैसे मिले हैं, क्या मिले? क्योंकि कल हमने देखा पहले कांग्रेस नेता राहुल गांधी बोलते, उसके बाद डिफेंस मिनिस्टर बोलते, तो कितने पैसे आए हैं? क्योंकि आर्मी ने क्लियर किया है, डिफेंस मिनिस्टर ने क्लियर किया है, सारे पैसे भेज दिए हमने।
नहीं सर जी, सानू तो उसका 50 लाख का इंश्योरेंस बीमा मिला, एक 50 लाख का बीमा है जी, जो इंश्योरेंस बीमा ICICI बैंक में मिला है जी। उसके बाद 48 लाख आर्मी की तरफ से आया, 48 1 लाख का मैसेज कल आया, यही मिला। बाकी सानू तो यही कहने भी अग्निवीर योजना रद्द होनी चाहिए, रेगुलर भर्ती होनी चाहिए। बाकी सानू पेंशन वगैरह ਕੰਟੀਨ ਕਾਰਡ वगैरह ये मुहैया होना चाहिए परिवार ਨੂੰ सहूलत मिलनी चाहिए जो भी रहती है।
जो सबसे बड़ा सवाल यही निकल के आ रहा है कि जितना अमाउंट कहा था उतना मिला है कि नहीं, जो सबसे बड़ी बात है। अग्निवीर स्कीम पे तो सवालिया चिन्ह लगातार आप लगा रहे हो, कह रहे हो कि वो एक अलग तरह के आर्मी जवान हो गए, एक अलग तरह के हो गए, लेकिन क्या पैसा पूरा मिला है कि नहीं?
नहीं, ये पूरा पैसा ही 48 लाख मिला या बीमे का पैसा मिला और कोई नहीं मिला। अभी बोल रहे हैं आर्मी से पैसा 60-60 लाख वो आएगा, आहिस्ता से मिलेगा।
वो मिलेगा अभी?
हाँ मिलेगा, अभी नहीं मिला, ना जाने कब मिलेगा।
So questions are being raised over this scheme also. You are talking about the scheme also. We have more family members also. So what is the difference? Because one side they are saying that they are not able to get the pension, they are not getting the canteen card benefits. That is the main issue.
See, the issue is that this scheme is anti-India. It is anti-India security. And if you see the family is in a lot of distress. And I think media has been troubling them since the morning, since the issue has broken up, and they have not had food. So I don't want to trouble them more. But you should, if you want to ask them, you can ask them.
तो क्या लगता है, क्या सरकार ने पैसा पूरा दे दिया है आपको, और क्या बेनिफिट्स नहीं मिले जिसके कारण आपको लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं जो अग्निवीर स्कीम है इस पे सवालिया चिन्ह लगा है?
सरकार ने पैसा देता ठीक है सर, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਯੋਜਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੰਦ ਕਰਵਾਉਣੀ ਆ। ਸਾਡਾ ਮੇਨ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਉੱਪਰ ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਗਨੀਵੀਰ ਯੋਜਨਾ ਬੰਦ ਕਰਵਾਉਣੀ ਆ। ਇਹ
क्या कारण है क्या मतलब
ਕਿਆ ਕਾਰਨ ਹੈ? 4 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਨੌਕਰੀ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੇ ਜਾਨ ਗਵਾ ਲਈ, ਉਹਨੂੰ 1 ਕਰੋੜ ਰੁਪਇਆ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੈਠ ਜਾਣਾ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਦੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਕੌਣ ਦੇਖੂਗਾ? 6 ਭੈਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੌਣ ਦੇਖੂਗਾ ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ? 1 ਕਰੋੜ ਰੁਪਏ ਨਾਲ ਪੂਰੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਨਿਕਲ ਜੂਗੀ? ਜੇ ਨਿਕਲ ਜੂਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ, ਅਸੀਂ ਦੇ ਦਿੰਨੇ ਆ। ਕਰੋੜ ਰੁਪਇਆ ਲੈ ਲੈਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ।
पर पैसा पूरा आ गया आपके अकाउंट में कि जहाँ अभी आना है?
ਨਹੀਂ ਸਰ, ਅਜੇ ਪੂਰਾ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਪੈਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪੈਸਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪੈਸਿਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਕੋਈ ਮਤਲਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੈਸਾ ਆਇਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਕੈਮਰੇ ਮੂਹਰੇ ਦੱਸਤਾ, ਜੋ ਆਊਗਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਦੱਸ ਦੇਣਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਪੈਸੇ ਲੁਕੋ ਕੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਲਿਜਾਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ, ਜੋ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਪਾਊਗੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਦੱਸੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ। ਤੇ ਸਾਡਾ ਮੇਨ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਇਹੀ ਆ ਵੀ ਅਗਨੀਵੀਰ ਯੋਜਨਾ ਬੰਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ, ਰੱਦ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ। ਬਸ ਸਾਡੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਸਾਫ ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਮਿਲੂਗਾ ਜੇ ਯੋਜਨਾ ਬੰਦ ਹੋਊਗੀ। ਸਾਡੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਪੈਨਸ਼ਨ ਲੱਗਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਦਬਾਅ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚਾਹੇ मोदी ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਵਾ ਦਿਓ, ਅਸੀਂ मोदी ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਕਵਾਂਗੇ।
अजय कुमार जी के माता जी भी हैं, तो क्या मतलब आपको क्या लगता है कि अग्निवीर स्कीम में क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
अग्निवीर बंद कराना चाहते हैं ਅਸੀਂ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਸਹੂਲਤ नहीं मिली, कोई नहीं। हाँ 4 साल की नौकरी करूँगा की।
तो पैसे जितने सरकार ने कहा है उतने मिले हैं कि नहीं?
बारे पता नहीं, मैं अनपढ़ है, मैनू नहीं पता, बच्चों को पता। हाँ ये मेरी।
So well, we can see this is the reaction from the family members. They are putting a lot of question over this Agniveer scheme. They say the amount which they have got, they have already been revealed, and what they have learnt, around 68 lakh rupees are yet to be received by the family members. So let's see that what type of amount has been given by the army. That will be that have already been clarified, but a lot of question as well as the counter question are being raised over this issue. So let's see that how the government is going to deal with this issue at this point. Back to studio.
Right, Gurpreet, thank you so much. So that was the family of an Agniveer. The family demands that the Agnipath scheme should be scrapped. We will be continuing the focus on the raging controversy over the Agnipath scheme, but for now, slipping into a very short break.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
BCCI plans grand victory parade for Team India in Mumbai. Victory parade from Nariman Point to Wankhede Stadium. Traffic restrictions put in place in South Mumbai. Army rejects Rahul Gandhi's claim over the Agnipath scheme. Rahul claimed no compensation is given to an Agniveer. Army claims family already been paid 98.39 lakh. In the Hathras stampede, 2 days passed, but no arrests have been made so far. Police at Godman's ashram, no trace of Bhole Baba. 3-member judicial commission formed to probe into whether it was a conspiracy or an accident. Hemant Soren set to return as Jharkhand CM. Champai Soren steps down as Chief Minister. BJP and JMM spar over Hemant Soren's return. BJP claims senior leaders like Champai Soren have no future in JMM.
लोन मिलेगा या नहीं ये आपके क्रेडिट स्कोर पे डिपेंड करता है। तो आज ही पैसाबाजार.com पर जाइए और अपना क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक कीजिए फ्री में, क्योंकि लोन की जरूरत कभी भी किसी को भी पड़ सकती है।
बस एक्टिंग करा लो इनसे।
पैसाबाजार.com, क्रेडिट स्कोर चेक, आदत अच्छी है।
NDTV